Hi, everybody. Today for Sunday Funday, we're going to see how I draw the secret night guard. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. So for those of you that are going to stick around though, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself, then get us going. Alright, Sunday Funday. We can draw whatever we want. So I'm 100% making this up. I just threw some words together and decided to draw something. So yeah, so here we go. All right, and so I think I'm gonna go a little crazy with this one and see what I can do and see where it takes us, because again, this is whatever we want to do, you know. Oh, you know what, yeah, let's do some flowing robes. And I don't even know what this is supposed to mean. You know, I just kind of made up some words and threw it together. So, like I said, there's no right or wrong here. We can do whatever we want. Okay, already it's getting pretty awesome. Okay, so let's do a foot over here. Okay, so yeah, I'm drawing some kind of like robes, like you know, some kind of fighting, not like Japanese samurai robes or something, but that is kind of what I'm thinking of. What's funny is, okay, so this is why my ignorance and fascination pays off. I don't know anything about this stuff, but I know from watching enough you know, samurai movies, Lone Wolf and Cub and whatnot, that I know what some of this stuff kind of has an idea to look like. So I am drawing just some crazy flowing robes that this guard is wearing. Okay. All right, so there you go. I like that so far. So let's draw the rest of the anatomy. This is working out pretty good. And you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to make like a strange like demon mask, you know? Because that's, I guess, once I just said samurai, I just thought of, you know, the really crazy war masks they have that look like demon faces, you know. So I don't know, maybe let's try something like that. Let's see what we can do. Let me try to draw a hand here real quick. Sorry, got quiet. This is gonna happen a lot whenever I'm creating fun stuff. Is that I get too quiet because I'm concentrating. Okay. All right, that'll handle work. That's just a quick one, but it kind of got the point across, so I'm gonna stick with it. Do I want to do anything crazy like a gauntlet? Something, I don't know. We'll see. I need to get on that mask before I start drawing all this other crazy stuff. So, okay, so the shoulder's up like this. It's going to put the muscle right there, and it's going to put this forearm like that. And so this is also a good example of why you should learn your anatomy, because I decided I wanted to put it in this position, and so now I'm looking at a model. Hang on. Now I just have to, you know, take what I understand of anatomy and work with it. Okay. All right, I'm going to work with this. And so also, I think I'm going to make up, I'm not going to put a sword in her hand. I think I'm gonna just make like a weird, like stick, knobby thing with bumps on it and whatnot, just to do something different, you know? There we go. Let's do that. Okay, so now for the face, the head's right there, the eyes are right there. Let's draw like a crazy demon mask. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, so and again, just totally making this up. So hopefully I'm not offending anybody's culture or anything, because this is not, like I said, this is not a kabuki mask. This is not, you know, intended to be something like that. I'm just taking that idea of the kabuki warrior masks, you know, and drawing something like that. Like that's what this person is wearing. All right. So I almost want to, let's see if I can draw horns on the tongue, if that would make sense. I mean, it doesn't, but, you know, like I said, I am going for some kind of crazy whatever, you know, so I don't have to, it's just for Sunday Funday, I could draw whatever I want. All right, that'll work like that. So now let's give it some kind of, ooh, yeah. So we're gonna do, yeah, some big horns, tusks, some big ears, something like that, and a couple in the back like that. A couple little wisps. I like that. I'm very happy with that. So I say we get going. I say let's switch over. So I'm going to erase some of these sketch lines, and I'm going to leave more of the confidence lines, because that's what you want to work with. You want to work with your confidence, not your sketchiness, right? So I'm just going to leave myself kind of a ghost of an image so I can trace over it and know where I'm going. But I'm not going to leave the entire thing there. But mostly, I want the Sharpie to stand out, not the pencil sketch. So when I show my mom and dad, I say, look what I did. All right. Okay. Let's go. So I say we welcome everybody that skipped over to the Sharpie portion of the video. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion. I'm going to wait, before you do that, don't forget to like and subscribe, and you'll be able to follow along every single day, because I do a drawing every day, and you should too. So I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but the pen's in there for the find the fine point, finding things. Okay, look, it's thinner than that is what I'm trying to say. I've sketched the entire thing out, and now I'm going to work with the fine point because it's a lot thinner than that, and I can work with line widths much better with this. So I've drawn the warrior, and so now I'm going to draw like the crazy kabuki mask type kind of thing that I did. So I'm going to draw some devil eyes like this, and just kind of build off of this. So, oh, I'm sorry, it's not a kabuki mask. I was saying that while I was sketching. I was like, oh, I hope I'm not offending anybody by appropriating anybody's culture, or saying that this is supposed to be, you know, a Japanese kabuki mask or whatnot, or a warrior mask. I just like that idea. So I'm playing around with that style of a weird, crazy mask to scare your opponent with, you know? So I just went crazy and started drawing all these really weird little details. And I'm going to kind of do this at the same time so I don't forget stuff. So there's no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. I'm just creating because it's Sunday Funday and we can make whatever we want. But I did draw a lot of crazy tiny details. And we'll see if we can build off of this. So I'm going to draw like some spikes on the tongue, kind of crazy. But again, that's what the whole idea of these warrior masks are. There to scare you. You know, they're dangerous. Ooh, let's give it a forked tongue. So something like that. All right, so I'm gonna draw a couple more horns coming out from the bottom of it. Something like this coming out from the bottom of this side. And then I had a couple, oh, let's draw the cheeks. Like that. Just to mostly just to connect a lot of the stuff, because right now I've got a lot of things floating. And so I want it all connected, so when I color, there's a definition of where it should start and stop. Okay, I'm gonna draw a couple more little tusks coming off the mask. I got a bunch of tusks actually. This is a very, very tusky mask. It's very tuskish. Okay, and I think that's all I need to do for the finer detail. I think the rest I should do with the big fat Sharpie. Yeah, I'm going to stop right there before I start adding a whole bunch of detail and get crazy. I wanted to start getting elaborate and ornate, but I just need to stop and just leave the mask like it is. Okay, so now I'm going to draw the other horns and build off of that. So I'm going to draw a couple big ones like this, bring it in, right there. The same thing over here. Come out this way. So I don't know whether that's the back of the mask or the front of the mask or the side. You know, we're just making stuff right now, so listen to that Sharpie. That's work, son. Is that what I can't remember what I said before. Okay, so for the top of the head, let's wrap it around like this. Go ahead and thicken that up just to make it all match. All right, I like that. How's yours coming out? Mine's coming out awesome. Okay. All right, so I want to do more, but I'm going to stop. I don't want to go too far. So let's go to the rest of the arm. So I'll go ahead and work my way down. So the neck's going to be here to the shoulder. There's going to be the first shoulder, and I'm going to draw the jacket top part like this. I'm going to bring it in, the neck, and then again the shoulder is kind of all wrapped up because this arm is raised up. And so this side, I'm going to have to a breast coming down like this. And I've got like, let's see, let's draw just a few material lines, because I've got the idea of it's all like a wrapping type kind of thing. So that'll give us plenty of places to draw creases and folds and have a little fun with it, you know. So something like that, and then we can define what we're doing on our own with color, you know. Okay, so the wrapping, I went all the way down. Well, I stopped early. I should have gone down that far. So let's draw the arms. I was going to go further. I was like, no, let's draw the arms, and we can define that part first. I'm sorry, let me just straighten this out. I got too thick there. I messed it up. Okay. Then we can define that and come back down this way, okay? So her arm's up like this, so I'm gonna draw her bicep like this, her inner arm going up to it like this. There's the elbow. And again, because her arm is raised, I'm gonna just do a little bit like that for the actual muscle, you know? And so I'm gonna draw her forearm to her wrist like this. And I'm going to draw her hand. Now her hand, I've talked about this before, you want to draw it wrapped around something. So you don't want to draw it closed and then just draw like stuff on the side. It's wrapped around. So these fingers are going to be floating over this, right? So we're going to draw her thumb like this. on the underside, and the top finger is more at the top, floating like that. Middle finger and the ring finger are down a little bit more. Pinky finger is on top, floating like that. Okay, now I'll see if I can define a little bit more for you with a couple of knuckle lines, something like this, if that'll help you to see where those are, because I know the Sharpie's bleeding so much that it's hard to see exactly. Okay. All right. So what I was talking about in the sketch too is that I think I'm going to draw like, oops, let me make sure I got this line straighter. Like let me do this real fast just so I can build off of this. Okay, so I'm gonna draw just like some kind of weird stick thing, you know? Let's do like this. So I'm gonna draw like a handle over here. I'll hand draw it, you know, we're not gonna trace it. Something like this. And again, I'm just making this up. So I'm gonna draw the stick going this way. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add like some knobs and studs to it, you know? So it's almost like if you got hit by this, you're not just getting hit by a stick. You're getting hit by a very painful knob thing, you know? So something like this. And so I'll accent some more that it's got knobs all over it. I don't know. Like I said, this is our thing. We get to draw what we want. I just thought it'd be funny to, instead of a sword, you know, it's almost like a pain stick, you know? It's like, oh, are you gonna hit me with that? That's got rocks all over it, you know? Or, you know, you're breaking into the fortress and she's there with this. And okay, we'll put a blade on the top. How's that? Something like this. It almost looks like a X-Acto blade. Okay, and so we'll go ahead and just draw some kind of weird little binding on it, you know, a little something just to make it our own. But yeah, almost like, you know, I can hit you with this stick. So it's not so much you're afraid of getting hit by anything painful, but now you are, because it's like a knobby stick. All right, so here we go with her arm. I'm going to draw all the way down to her forearm. Come down to the hand like this. Let's do the other side. Forearm to the wrist. And I'm just going to draw the hand out. Nothing too crazy. Oops, that didn't work out too well. We'll make it work though. And draw the finger here. And the other finger, the ring finger, the middle finger, sorry, is like this. Like that, all just bent over. And so I'll just do a few. That's the one thing about, I mean, I want you to work with Sharpies. I want you to be able to just use what you have lying around the house. But sometimes it's a little painful because it bleeds and I can't make it work. I'm trying to. I want this to work for you, but there's a part of me that's like, why am I using Sharpies? Let's use professional tools. And why am I all of a sudden talking like this? I don't know. Okay, anyway. Okay, so let's draw like her wrap. Like this. And again, let's see. Let me draw the knot on the front like this. That's holding her pants together. And we'll draw like a little edge, because that's wrapped around, right? It's got to have an edge to it. There we go. So let's draw some folds real fast, just to show that this is all wrapped up in there. Okay, so now we just got to draw her legs, and I've just got like a flowing cloth going here, so I'm just going to do some some cloth lines, get some flow going, something like this. And let's see, let's do the other leg like this. Alright, so now let me draw a few little extra lines like that, and that'll kind of give it some accent, you know? And that's what I like about these thick versus thin Sharpies, is I can get a nice flowing contrast by adding these extra lines in. Okay? Alright, so now let's just draw her feet. That's all you can really see of her legs. So I'm going to draw her feet with some pointy knobs. So I'm going to come down here and do this. Something like this. And then I drew a whole bunch of knobby things on her toes. Kind of like this. And that'll show like the detail and the painful foot kick that she's about to give you. All right. Okay. Let me close some of these off. Like that. Okay. So there you go. I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is the secret night guard. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.